students of PS22. I'm Nayera. We welcome you to PS22 Community School Morning News, where the learning is always fun. Today is Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Everyone please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Hi, I am Layla, and now it's time for Fun Fact of the Day. Did you know that most penguins actually live in warm climates? Back to you.
Hi, I'm Megara. Are you ready to laugh? Why don't giraffes go to elementary school? Because they go to high school. Back to you.
Hi, I'm Titus. The word of the day is encourage, and it means to give support or hope to someone. Example, every morning before leaving the house, my mother encourages me to do my best in school. We encourage everyone to incorporate this word in their daily vocabulary. Back to you.
Thank you. Now it's time to interview Mr. G. Why did you become a gym teacher?
Good question, my friend. It's a combination of two things. One, my mom was a principal, and I think that whether she knew it or not, she probably inspired me to go into education. And two, when I was in middle school, 6th through 8th grade, I had a phys ed teacher who really inspired me. I loved his energy, and even sports that I wasn't a favorite of, he made me believe in that, and I had an absolutely awesome time. And I'll leave you with this on that question. Last year, many years later, I looked him up on the internet, and I wanted to find the man that inspired me so much to do what I do, and I wrote him a letter. And he wrote me back. He was still alive, he wrote me back, and I felt like I needed to thank somebody that inspired me to do what I do. So, those two people, I'd say that phys ed teacher and my mom.
Wow, that's interesting. What do you like most about being a gym teacher?
I like making people happy. I like having a good time. I like movement. I've never...
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I see myself in Florida, near Disney World, and going to just chill out. I'm not a beach person, but I do like the pool, and Mrs. G wants to work at Disney World one day. So that's pretty much where we're going to wind up. In 10 years? Sure, 10 years.
Wow, that sounds fun.
You guys want to come?
Yeah.
At what age do you think you will retire?
Well, it's probably going to be less than, or 10 years or less, but when it's no longer fun, or when I'm not crazy to wake up in the morning and come, I think, but to say a day or a year, I don't know. But I still love what I do, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That'll take a while. Do you have any hobbies, and if so, what are they?
Yeah, I have pretty much one hobby that's turned into a really crazy thing. I'll first quickly say that I have a very understanding wife that allows me to do this. I've been collecting autographs of famous people since I'm a little boy. And I can't even tell you how many thousands and thousands of people I've met in my life. In the world of sports, astronauts, I've met 3 US presidents and got their autographs. And it's taken over my house, because we have pictures up all over the walls of different people that we've met and got autographs of. And I've always said, if my family member says, "You'll never get near a president," I say, "You just watch." And I do. And I'm pretty lucky that way. And I always have a Sharpie with me, because you never know. When I'm leaving school today, who's walking down the street, you never know.
Wow, that sounds fun. What is your best teacher memory?
There's so many to even pick one, but I would say to you that when I first started teaching, there was a teacher that had been there a long time, and he said to me, you need to keep a diary of all the cool things that happened over your teaching career. And he said, because when you're done teaching, that would make an amazing book, and you'd be able to sell it and probably make a lot of money and get rich. I never wrote the diary. But there's a lot of memories, and to pick one, you know, you remember certain kids for their names. You know, like I don't necessarily have ever remembered somebody because they were a great athlete. I remember certain things, and I think the highest compliment you could ever get is when you see a student outside of school or somebody comes back to visit, and there's no higher honor than when somebody comes back to see you as a teacher. That's the most flattering. Or if you're walking into a store and you see a former student, they go, Mr. G, remember me? I go, your face looks really familiar, but you're like 29, and when I had you, you were like 9. So, but yeah, there's too many, but wonderful memories. I wouldn't be anywhere else. Jersey City's it.
Wow, that's memorable. How do you feel about being the Teacher of the Year for 2022-2023 school year?
Wow, how do I feel about that? I feel that I never thought something like that would ever happen to me. I feel as though I try to be the same teacher I was 5 years ago, 10 years, whatever it is. I never try to keep it stale and boring. And if you were to ask your classmates, we never play any one activity for too many weeks. I like to keep changing it up. I like to infuse technology in the classroom. I want you guys to have fun. And I think that if I ever turn the music off in class, you guys wouldn't know what to do. Like, I gotta have music to play. And I think music has been one of those things that has really made people move, and that's why I think coming to the gym can be so much fun.
Congratulations, Mr. G.
Thank you, Wilbur, I appreciate it. And thank you, PS22.
Thank you. Our school announcements are, we would like to congratulate our Teacher of the Year, Mr. Gross, and our Educational Professional of the Year, Ms. Thomas. We would like to thank our Principal of the Day, Migdali Pagan Milano, who is a program coordinator of the special events for Jersey City's Mayor's Office. Mr. Gross and Ms. Thomas, we appreciate all the work you do for our school community. Thank you for watching today's SOARIN News. See you next time. That's it.
Before we sign off, we would like to leave everyone with the following thought. Remember, we are Jets who show self-control, ownership, acceptance, and respect.